There is honestly something quite unsettling happening in the rap industry. That is something that I call rap fatigue. It's the growing disinterest and boredom of rap music. And yes, what I'm saying is that the rap music that you're typically used to hearing is gonna die very soon. If you're between the ages of 16 to 30 years old, this was the peak of rap for us. A period of time where rapping was really cool. Rappers were emerging like Lil Uzi Vert with Extra Tour Life, 21 Savage in Bank Account, TK The Race, YBN Nahmir Rubbing Off the Paint, Lil Skies Nowadays, Juice WRLD, All Girls Are the Same, XXXTentacion, Look At Me. This era between 2015 to 2019 was such an exciting period where unique characters with quite novel styles of making music were emerging from everywhere. And this period lasted for about 4 years. And no, I'm not saying that this was the best of the rap music that was coming out, but it was a very fun and exciting period. Because for me at least, this era of music, you can call it SoundCloud rap or trap music, is what really drew my attention and liking towards hip hop. And honestly, quite evidently, a whole list of others. I mean, there's a stat here, I'm not sure if it's true or not, but I found it online, that shows that the number of SoundCloud music creators has almost 3x'd from 2018 to 2024. That sounds like a lot to me. I'm not sure if that's true, but at least just from personal experience, I'd say a solid 40% of the people that I know tried making music in one period of their life during this time between 2015 to 2019. Everyone wanted or at least tried to become a rapper. But here is the unstable side of the rap industry. With singing, it requires a natural talent or years of experience and training to actually sound listenable and good in people's ears. Because nobody would find a bad singing voice nice to listen to. Meaning that you needed some level of skill or talent that required a natural gift from God or experience through time to get past to enter the market. However, with rap, there is essentially no barrier to entry to make decent music that people would want to listen to. And that's because music is getting scarily easier and easier to make as the years go by. And there's a whole list of reasons why. You don't need a degree to learn how to make hip-hop music. There are tons of YouTube tutorials online on how to make beats. And if you don't want to make beats, you can just outsource them on YouTube. There are Kanye West level instrumentals on YouTube for free for anyone to download and rap on. And when it comes to the skill side of things, it is not hard at all just to rap rhythmically on an instrumental. And if you don't sound good, nowadays there are AI processors to make your voice sound like other people. There is AI mastering tools, AI mixing tools, and with competition, the prices of mixing is dropping lower and lower to the point where it can cost you absolutely nothing to make a song, a professional sounding song. And for example, look at this. This is scary.
You heard me say I want a female singer on this track. You went to Suno. Okay, let's hear. How did that thing know how to space? Is it? I don't think it's saying lyrics yet, right?
No, I think it's just tones.
Like
it's just tones.
So it detects cadence. How did it get the cadence? Do you understand, like, as a creator, as a producer, every beat that I do, I can put something on it. I just gotta prompt it right.
And for many people, it may seem like a blessing, like, oh, it's easier to make music now than it ever has been, so therefore it's good for us. But it essentially means that you don't need talent at all to make decent music. There is no barrier to entry. And what happens if there is a low to almost non-existent barrier to entry? It leads to a huge inflow of players, in this case, music artists. And what happens when this huge inflow happens to the point where anybody can make decent sounding music? The Made in China crisis happens. Let's talk about an example, jerk music. So there has been a recent trend of instrumentals called jerk beats, and they sound like this. The moment jerk instrumentals became a trend, the Made in China copycats came flooding in and replicating that sound. You have a bunch of producers trying to take advantage of that viral moment and recreating similar instrumentals and flooding it on YouTube. And it's not just one producer doing this, it is thousands of producers. Then a load of hip hop artists are being sent jerk instrumentals because they're aware that this is a trending sound, and also rappers flood onto YouTube searching for these jerk instrumentals. So within a week of one sound becoming trending, suddenly the whole entire market becomes saturated. This is dangerous. An influx of copycats. When someone makes a song, about 1,000 copycats emerge within the next 48 hours. And that's because it's so easy to make trap music. All you have to do is layer basic drum kits, crappy rap vocals, which is so easy just to flow on beat, and with mixing presets. It's free and easy to do. So let's talk about this idea of saturation. The reason why songs become popular and no longer popular is because of saturation. To put it really simply, let's talk about these Yeezy shoes right here. They became very popular because of its unique look, and it's expensive. However, the copycats came in, and they made replicas of these shoes and sold them at much cheaper prices. And basically anybody could afford the replicas. So the broke people, homeless people could all afford it, and suddenly everybody is wearing these Yeezy shoes, even the uncool people. So these shoes aren't seen as cool anymore because it's not even rare, it's become common. And this is essentially what's happening with jerk music. Because everybody is able to make jerk rap music, suddenly this trend of making jerk instrumentals and rapping on jerk beats is no longer cool anymore, and people quickly switch on to a next trend. You can also call this fast music, like fast fashion. Songs that blow up nowadays, especially in the trap rap industry, are almost becoming pump and dumps in terms of streams. People like the song for a short period of time and switch on to another song, completely disregarding and never listening to that song ever again. And this is, in my opinion, from what I'm seeing, purely due to the fact that everybody is able to make this kind of sound once they understand how to do it. Rapping on a beat is objectively easy to do. So what's gonna happen now? Well, people are getting sick of hearing the ordinary style of trap music. That's why so many people are finding it hard to blow up as music artists, even though they make good music. And that's because the low barrier to entry to making good music, basically just rapping over a beat, is now not even good anymore. The standards for good music is rising. So what I've noticed as a mentor who coaches music artists is that they don't have too much differentiation from the rest, because they're sort of sitting at that comfortable level and just make music that is mediocre. And just like any business, because making music into your career, if you're really full on about it, is a business. When there is a low barrier to entry, the standards will rise because there are too many competitors in the game saturating the market. And what that means is that it's not a free game. You need to spend 20 times more effort than all of your competitors to achieve success, because everybody is making music at a similar standard to you because it's so damn easy to do. But what that means, especially with music, is that you need to stand out from the rest in ways that don't allow copycats to copy your style. You need to make music, whether it is your production, the way you rap, the way your music sounds like as a product, to sound so different from the rest to the point where nobody can figure out how you make that style of music. The average producer can't make beats anywhere near as good as any of Kanye West's songs. And that's why his music is longevity. The songs he makes aren't fast-paced music. And yeah, I have something for free which I'm gonna give out to you all to see if you guys like it or not. And it is a Drive folder filled with a couple of videos that teach you how to make basically good music. Do go down below and watch it. Let me know what you think, if you like it or not. And the moral of this video is to understand that nothing in life is free. So when you think that you can just enter the music game and become a successful rapper overnight by making borderline mediocre music, I'm sure you've heard of dropshipping. I thought that I could just make a bunch of money through dropshipping because the concept was so easy. But when I joined, I quickly realized that it's obviously not that easy, and I ended up losing a whole bunch of money because low barrier to entry markets don't exist. And while it seems like becoming a rapper is something very easy to do, it's not, because there are millions of people trying to do the same thing as you. You need to become extraordinary at something in order to stand out from the rest. But yeah, good luck. Hopefully this was insightful, and hope to see you in the next video.